Always Lola is a movie that came out last year. And this is a very small movie. It is a movie, though, that stars two people that I have heard on a podcast that I listen to, The Big Thing. One of them is that gal right there. I don't know where I'm pointing. This one, Roxy Stryer. The other one is Andrew Joy. I can't remember his name. But two people that are on a podcast that I do listen to. So I thought I would check this movie out. It is on. Well, when did I watch this? Tubi, on Tubi. And I ended up enjoying this movie more than I thought I was going to. The plot of the movie is that this girl, Lola, she dies. And while she was alive, she always had these get-togethers with friends in which she would do scavenger hunts with them and such like that. And she was kind of this party crazy girl that kind of did, whatever, and just was wild. And then she dies. And so the friends get together about a year, I think it's a year after she dies, and they come together for one last hoorah, essentially, to remember Lola. So yeah, this was kind of an enjoyable movie with how, depressing of a plot that sounds like. It is kind of a good movie. It had a lot of heart to it, more than I was expecting. But I really did enjoy this one. The acting in this movie is done quite well. Everyone does a great job in this. The movie is simple enough, I guess you could say. It kind of goes back and forth between the past into the present. And it's got some very interesting characters that I thoroughly enjoyed. And I did like it. I will say this. The actors in this movie are supposed to be high school seniors. And then, like, college freshmen. Like, they're all 30 years old. I did not buy for a minute that they were in high school. It seemed like how this movie ended, this is semi-based on, like, an actual event, the actual people that lived. So I think maybe that's why it's set in high school. It did not work, though, because they all look like 30-year-olds. So I did not buy for a second that they were high schoolers. I maybe could have bought that, like, they were hanging out together as college seniors and then into their adult lives. Would be, when they're reuniting. I could maybe have bought that a bit more. But high school seniors, I did not buy that for a millisecond. No offense to these actors, because, they just look like they're 30. They don't look like high school seniors. But other than that, I did find this to be quite a beautiful tale, really. And I really did find myself enjoying this one. I'm not gonna say I got, like, emotional or choked up by this one per se, but I definitely did find myself, relating to it, and thinking about friends of my past that I did really like that. I really did like it. So, yeah. All in all, I mean, the writing has beautiful moments. It's not the most amazing script in the entire world. There's definitely things that are said that I'm like, I don't feel like that's the way people would talk. But all in all, I did enjoy this movie. I think it is a low budget, movie. It's an independent film, but I think it is an enjoyable film. And it kind of is a movie that is important in the sense of, specifically, you find out how Lola dies, and specifically in that case, it is kind of an important movie. It's got an important message. I'll say that. I don't know if I would say it's an important movie, but it does have a good message. The pacing of the movie it's not always, I don't even know how to explain it. you start losing, at least I did, I started losing some interest, maybe a little bit towards the middle. But then things start picking up a little bit. There is also just a couple unlikable characters that just don't seem realistic. I will say that as well. But yeah, all in all, I did find myself liking this movie. I like the message of it. I like what it's, telling. So yeah, I did enjoy this one. Not my favorite movie in the world by all means, but I'm so happy to have supported people that I listen to on podcast form here. Yeah, let's see. What will I give this one? I'll give this movie... Oh, tired. I will give this movie... I'll go 7 out of 10 on this one. Like I said, it's a little slow at times. I think, I just don't buy that these people are high schoolers. And I just think some of the writing sometimes just maybe needed another look through. Because some of it just didn't feel natural to me. Like I said, I think it's somewhat inspired by a true event. So maybe that is what was actually said. I don't know. So yeah, guys, 7 out of 10 for this one. But yeah, if you have not seen this movie, check it out. Like I said, it's a very small movie, and these kind of movies need support. So that's always a good thing to do. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have yourself a great day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and we will see you next time.